Hi, it's Marco here. So the Nvidia CFO has come out and talked about the business. So is Nvidia in danger or not? Well, let's have a look at the business as in terms of growth, and then let's talk about the stock price. And so this is the article that I was telling you about. Nvidia CFO talks data center opportunities and chip shortages. Now, the business as such is very important for the stock price because Nvidia has been growing a lot over the years, and that's the reason why the stock price has gone up so much. So now let's focus on the most important bit for you. So let's have a look at the fact that Nvidia GeForce product continues to remain stronger than the overall supply that we have. So that's very simple. It means that the demand that there is in the market for Nvidia GPUs is actually much higher than what they can possibly supply, and that is very good because obviously they can increase their prices, increase their profitability, and play the market in a much stronger position than if they were to just chase demand. But as I told in my previous video, the demand for Nvidia is about to change quite a lot because we've had this massive chip shortage, and now this chip shortage might be coming to an end because more chip manufacturers might come up with new factories, and that is the kind of stuff we might be seeing in 2022. So this is the question that I'm about to address in just 1 second, but please remember that on this channel I make video updates on Nvidia stock because it's a very strong stock. I'm expecting it to be a winner in the long run, and so if you want to subscribe, you would get updates going forward. The CFO also added that Nvidia is working with its supply chain partners to increase the availability, and this is what we are talking about, the supply chain shortage of chips, and indicated that the situation will be better when it comes to the second half of 2022. And so that's what the CFO thinks for the time being, but there is an ace up their sleeve that I'm gonna tell you in just 1 second. But please remember that, as I told you in your previous video, there are these new plants producing chips, but they take some time to come up to speed. They cannot just deploy them, they cannot just build them, and all of a sudden they produce chips. It's like a Tesla factory in some way. It just takes some time to produce. But there is an ace up Nvidia's sleeve, and that is what I'm going to show you right now. It's about the demand. There is some demand that at the moment Nvidia is not quite supplying, but it can really be a game changer for their business. And this is the one. Gamers have long complained that it can be difficult to obtain many Nvidia graphic cards as cryptocurrency miners snap up suppliers, and this is the deal. Cryptocurrency miners. So this business, guys, could be massive. And in fact, what they've tried to do, and they did it on purpose, just because there was this massive shortage last year, so Nvidia tried to actually reduce the hash rate performance of the cards, just to make sure that they wouldn't sell too many of these cards to the miners. So you understand that there is a lot of potential here from a revenue perspective, and it's not, and I want to emphasize, it's not going to be 2022, 2023. There is a lot of growth going forward. And so the question becomes then, okay, the business seems to be strong, but at the same time, what is going to happen to the stock price? Well, there are two things we need to look at. The first one is the chart and the rotation that seems to be going on. And the second one, well, stay with me and I'm gonna show you in 1 second. So just a very quick overview of the chart. I'm not gonna do any technical analysis here. I just want you to visualize this stock. This is a stock that has been growing for the longest time. Now, one important factor that I want you to be aware, and this is very important, this stock has been on a trajectory, like a parabolic trajectory. Look at this. Obviously we had some times where it has pulled back quite a lot. So let's just see what kind of returns it has brought back. Okay, you wouldn't have ever probably bought Nvidia at the very beginning in 99 before the dot-com crash, but then let's see when they started being profitable, which probably it was around 2012. So if you had bought in 2012, look at this, just 5,700% return. So the trajectory is there, and I'm still very bullish for the long run, but there is something coming forward that is happening very soon, and that can really change everything. If you are thinking, for example, to buy Nvidia today, and let me show you, and I'm talking about JPOW. And so unless you've been living under a rock, the Fed is trying to increase rates in 2022, literally very soon. Actually, it's going to be in March. And so what happened last time that they increased 2022? Well, one important thing happened to all tech stocks, and actually to the entire market, really, not just tech stock. We have a very strong example that happened in 2018. It's not even too far in time. So let me just show you what happened in 2018. Let me change to weekly so that we can actually better visualize. And so this is 2018, between 2018 and 2019, and that's when the market went to poop, basically. Yes, it just really dropped like a lead balloon, guys. So let me show you, that's when they started increasing rates, and at some point the market said, you know what, it kept going up for a while, right? For a while it said, okay, we are okay, but at some point they said, you know what, goodbye, and it went down by 50%. That's Nvidia. Nvidia went down 50%, and it then took the beauty of just about 2 years before going back to basically what it was at the time, all-time high. Actually was, yes, about 2 years. And so is it going to happen exactly the same this time? Well, to be honest, nobody knows, and that's, I want you to know that everyone is speculating that it might be the same for tech stocks and for other stocks as well. I'm not saying that tech stocks will be the only one. In the next videos, I'm gonna show you even other stocks, and I've actually shown you in the past. For example, even the financial sector went down in 2018. So it's not like it's just the tech stock or Nvidia. Literally the whole market, the whole stock market went down, and money moved from stocks into bonds. That's how easy it is. Basically, there was an influx, a change, but the same money moved, because money does not just go to money heaven. Money just moves. It can move from one asset to another asset, and in this case we could, and I want to really emphasize that this could be happening, and we are gonna make more videos about this, about market crashes, about the market as a whole, but we can see this money moving to risk off assets, and we are talking about bonds. Thank you for watching. See ya.